propped up in America's randomly. Sardak was playing it on this map, but let's see what Heretics have for us. Jaw going to be able to receive Boo as they make their way over towards the B side. We're going to see the deadlock wall thrown down to cut off that C-Link entrance. Jaw goes searching, gets another one. Low as he is, Wood gets blown to pieces.
And now Team Heretics are trying to pivot, but no matter where they go, there's just G2 players waiting. Good kill from Benji, but this is going to be tough on Jonah. The wide swing is crazy, but RieNs can't get the trade.
I don't know how he gets away with that one. JonahP! Has wits about him.
And he just wants to make sure he's looking in the right direction. Valyn going to have to deal with everyone from Heretics coming through main.
He's ready for it. Smoke down, but replaced by a poison orb.
Those players are so weak, in serious danger of just getting one shot by the Guardian to the body, and John wants more.
Yeah, here's that late ramp coming through as well. Heretics are going to be pretty short on options. Jawgemo's been dealt with. B main, though, not the safe passage the Heretics might be hoping. They're going to go for this now. Hordes will eat Valyn's crosshair placement for breakfast.
Wow, and Leaf spotted out, so they know there's a player with a Bucky and Waterfall. Leaf won't have an opportunity to get a better weapon. Team Heretics can absolutely still win this if they play at range. It's stingers, it's a shotgun.
There's a lot of angles to watch for, and they don't know the status of halls, Heretics. Now, though, G2 showing themselves in Waterfall. Guided Salvo to try and clear the side, but Woot is obviously sat up on that box. Ready to give this space up, shouldn't be required as Leaf. Some early information, maybe a triple swing coming out, and here comes an avalanche of G2 players.
Very well done.
They both, of course, have that safe info gain. Stealth Drone is going to sniff a bit of this out, and there's Woot just headbutts a bullet in midair.
And now the three remaining Heretics players scrambling to get up towards Rebel side. G2 know what's going on. Jaws pushed all the way out of C Mount.
And Jonah doesn't have any info to play off of yet. Paranoia here in a baby door. Valor might have his hands full more than he bargained for. Oh no! He bent the house on it! Flawless round there for G2. Much like G2 suffered on Corrode.
Valyn spams away from the door. Cover, and oh my god, he comes up.
And not only comes up, I mean, that's the info gain for Heretics off the table now.
A Nightfall off the table. Heretics have all 5 ultimates. That's reduced to 4 in this specific round.
Tour de Force was set for some value there, but Trent respects the long sight line towards Rubble, forcing a bit more of a readjustment here from Woods.
I mean, we are yet to even see a situation where this deadlock can thrive on attack, which is really going to be in those post plants, disrupting floods and retakes coming in.
Well, Wood is definitely away from the safety of that trademark here, or that rendezvous rather.
But obviously, you know, with that audio cue of the ultimate being used, G2 know they're going up against an AWP.
So
they're not going to give anything to Woot, right? I mean, and this is just frustrating as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, clock really getting burnt now. We're heading to 30 seconds, and Heretics don't have any critical map control yet.
Yeah, now the door is activated because Team Heretics want to make it seem like maybe they're going towards A, but no, it's going to be a pivot towards baby door right now, but the Odin spam is there.
Leaf opened the door and he came out a tree. Found a backstab opportunity. Now Woot gets lit up on the side. Jaw waiting for them to push through. I don't know how this is going to go down. Shorty spam. Jonah, though, is caught by the grab net. Woot gets purchased with the stinger. And MiniBoo not quick enough for Valyn. He's had 2 massive kills in this round. Now the post plant, all well and good, but ideally, you have an even number of players at least.
I mean, Benji has the Annihilation. Will there even be a moment for it? I mean, perhaps if he can kill Leaf.
Yeah, Tour de Force here. Active. Woot finds Valyn. Annihilation didn't catch. Leaf's going to take the fight up close, but Benji wins it out, and it's all on Trent. Quick step, sidestep, gets him out and gets the kill against Woot. Stunned up briefly, and time is anything but on his side. Benji comes around. What a cleanup. And Heretics
success with the ult, and again, just controlling towards A. That hits in towards C. Valyn under a lot of danger, just needs to escape.
MiniBoo can only speculate with the showstopper there. Was hit with the Paranoia on the way in, and now a Nightfall. Valyn, the only player caught by that. Jonah forces Woot off the line with the Prowler. And now he can hold it, get into tree once more with the Odin, with the actions here at C.
Team Heretics can't really take much more space, though. They've already committed both of their ultimates just to getting the spike down. No waterfall control, no hulls control. And G2 have an Armageddon for this retake.
And that barrier comes down pretty quickly. Armageddon now threatens the back of the C side, so Heretics now got to commit to that high ground themselves. Trent wants to get in. The grab net is a big problem. And then Heretics are ready to fight in the side. That is premium anchoring from me.
And a Guardian.
This is what seems like a big commitment to Mound, but of course everybody has get out of jail free.
Oh my god. Sick reaction to be able to 1v1 the judge, close range. Leaf doesn't even get a shot off.
The judge player is so favored in that spot, Wyatt.
Jaw forced to teleport away with that pressure coming as well, so Team Heretics making a hell of a lot of noise. Just rocking the store.
For the most part, playing off the action. Valyn is so low. Can't afford to expose himself. He would like to just slow the game down if possible.
And after 40 seconds of straight audio, Team Heretics have cut noise. They're rotating towards the safe side. They wait out for Boo to actually break that stealth drone. It's just Trent, playing towards A, and no longer.
Yeah, he was pinged out there. Wo0t's able just to post up on the line and quickly take him down.
Might have been on a jump across even that he gets that shot.
Horn has to be cleared, so that will show JonahP here in this corner.
It would hate to be him in this situation. Okay.
Guardian doesn't quite have the flexibility to get him out of that one.
A little unnecessary to do it that way.
Style point awarded though for sure.
Plus 20.
And now Wo0t can wait for this push up from Pitts. It's Valyn. Something in trade as Boo is down, but he's done his duty well and truly.
Now that Wo0t has the
stab on them.
You can see how worried Boo was. He was jump spotting that angle, and Jaw heard him run away, so he's pushing up. Heretics are being flanked by an offing Yoru at the moment.
Valyn down on the site. Jonah not able to really stop them. It's only Wo0t out of the mix, but Trent from upper gets the job done. It's dirty work, but someone's going to do it. Playing in the site. Spike recovered by RieNs, making his way forward. It's Boo sat back inside tree. And G2 have a chance now to contain this Heretics squad.
They do have that paranoia to play off of. It's in the hands of Boo. Maybe that can be the tool to victory, but Jaw's been on this flank for a while. RieNs is ready.
He's too good. RieNs sharp as attack, but Leaf flutters by.
Heaven, so that definitely implies Heretics have ideas of getting into this B side, especially with the wall going down and Leaf exposed, isolated in the site.
He felt like he had to play ahead of that smoke, so puts himself in an odd off angle. Trent's just trying to go to work on the wall here, but this is the true post plant.
And was hoping Trent could have helped, but can't when that wall is thrown down. Now Jaw trying to work his way into Blue Room, does have a teammate in Jonah.
Setting up the gate crash. Oh, nice use of the clone there, does trip the sonic sensor. Should be able to get into Baby Door now, but Jorg is taken down by MiniBoo. It's now up to Jonah. Has to flick with the own, and it's just not going to happen.
Benji gets into that off angle, and Valyn blinded up by Boo.
Now Heretics starting to make this one interesting. Trent is going to have to get off this one. And that was pretty simple, right? That early smoke you mentioned by Boo to up, and it forces Leaf forward. Puts himself in a little bit more of an exploitable position.
And then all of that util dumped towards B main. The wall, I believe there was a nade as well. So Trent, he's forced back towards that waterfall side. The Leaf is immediately overwhelmed. Doesn't even have the ability to get one. Trent doesn't have that orb. So they have the Showstopper and the Nightfall to activate a site exec with.
Yeah, but there's a gate crash here for jawgemo to get out. When he hears this Showstopper coming,
he's caught.
Couldn't get away. That's nuts. All right, here comes the wall. So Heretics with that deadlock util setting up now. Last time we saw G2 try and flood in here, they got absolutely battered.
A Nightfall used very early, and Team Heretics can't really do much off of it. Counter Nightfall going to come through from Jonah. This is going to have to get massive value. Definitely going to hit at least 2 players.
Also got itself in the back corner. That is respected, though, by RieNs.
This site smoke is really great for keeping these anchors alive right now.
Yeah, G2 trying to make their win, but they got a cross here. MiniBoo's going to see a head pop up in a moment you'd expect.
Site smoke being cycled again. MiniBoo on that lower angle, but under pressure.
2 players seized there. This is dangerous. Decade down now, getting that health back. It's on Boo. Takes a moment to step up. And Trent eventually falls, but it's labored now. 2 versus 2. League trying to get out through the smoke, and RieNs gets a good account of himself, but Valyn not ready for the swing.
In terms of getting in the lead and being able to maintain it by a slim margin. And now they have to close this out on what has been, by the numbers, their weaker half of the 2 here on Lotus.
So they'll start their attack side, of course, around this lurk wall at A. All moving forward. Stealth drone through to check that Baby Door position. Benji, though, waiting for a grab net opportunity here. Looks like a paranoia folded it in. Benji just sees Leaf waltz on past. And is going to take his shot.
Leaf tried to take a timing, but was caught for it. And now, what do G2 do to respond? They try to get it to be fast. Yeah, MiniBoo is ready, but he knows he needs to get out of dodge. Wo0t's picking up the angle for him. Can he get one? Yes, he can.
Perfect. When one steps back, another steps up. But G2 able to brute force their way in.
It's not without taking a lot of damage. These players are low on HP and feeling the pressure while trying to get this spike down. But Heretics, they'll need to slow down. They need to wait for Boo to get back in the mix. He's just rotating now.
They're so low.
Valyn is eager to make something happen, but it's all on Trent. Just one body shot from a Sheriff is enough to fell him.
That horn from RieNs was massive. It chunks Valyn down to about 20 health, makes him so easy to pick off. And now we'd have to do something, frankly, extraordinary Sat on the site, footsteps here from up above. That's one down. Benji and RieNs to the rescue though. RieNs forced away here. Haunt, Poison Orb thrown up to cover that link area. This is G2 now with the Stingers getting into B.
MiniBoo just waiting to see if anyone tries to run into that smoke. Not going to be the case, and then a season 8 combo, but Jonah, wow, just out of the way, was in some serious danger. Avert
your eyes if you're squeamish, folks. This is about to get ugly. Paranoia comes through. Trent, also Jonah caught by that. It's one for the Stingers. Leaf trying to hold his own on the side now through Baby Door. jawgemo has to get into the action. It's MiniBoo and Wo0t, and the latter meets him.
Cover going out.
Smoke's being cycled to control A main for Team
man.
Heretics.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that timing, and Jaw just making noise, and he's just caught. He just has no idea.
And just, you know, that's around where Boo pops up, reads his head, crucial kill, falls back into that passive gameplay.
Look at how quickly Team Heretics are already getting right on this C site to help RieNs.
Now, RieNs is just clear of that, but Trent's able to run him down. Traded out instantly, though, now as Boo sat up in his corner again. This guy, he's always
take down any team in the world, on the right day.
And as good as G2's floor is, it's high. They are struggling to reach those heights right now. Valor for MiniBoo is the exchange over towards that mound direction, and G2 would like to step in and take some liberties here.
Jonah now recovered. Just one away from that Nightfall, so whatever happens for the rest of the round, live, die, get a kill, he's going to get that for the next, surely.
Once again, a preemptive barrier to prevent Leaf lurking up any further on this A side. He'd have to give a sound cue if he wants to advance more northward into tree.
By the way, just some note, but Wo0t didn't invest into the op. He's just playing with the rifle here.
Boo in that spot we saw him in last round. That is checked for by the Prowler.
Much like a prior round, Jonah is just here in the dark cover on C, making a ton of noise. But juxtaposed to that last round, this one, he dies. So
it does put Benji solo over at the A side, and valyn with some sharp shooting.
Yeah, great kill from valyn. I mean, this is 2 times, though, that Team Heretics really didn't rotate off. Jonah did cause enough of a distraction for them to stay. And now they've got a real shot at winning this on account of Trent having that Armageddon. Despite just the Sheriff, that ultimate can more than make up for it.
Yeah, into stairs or upper A site. Both of them likely to rattle Team Heretics and force them to quickly reposition. Leaf's going to call these footsteps. He knows they're coming through. Sat in pit. He'll hear the drop down as well. He's got all the information he could ask for, but now to make an informed decision off of it is a different story. Here's an Armageddon. Leaf sees Boo step into his crosshair. Wo0t is more than he can handle. It's all right, though, because Captain Valyn or something similar. Well, that's the play, Wyatt.
That's a counter Nightfall, actually, to just stop them.
Hasn't slowed Jaw down, of course. And here comes that G2 Nightfall. It's allowed Jaw to emerge here without being heard. And Boo again tries to get up in that box corner, but it's Wo0t with the emergence from B main. Pops the door open, gets 2. Leaf finally neutralizes Benji on the A side. This will provoke a rotate back in that direction.
Oh, that movement from Wo0t was so slick. Staying alive at the end there, just working around the door. That's beautifully done. We're going to be into a straight-up 3-on-3 retake, except for the fact that Leaf can get that pit down and activates it right now. Yeah. It's going to cover up stairs, so that sight line closed off.
It's pretty devious, and Heretics don't know about tree either.
Now, the one critical piece of util is that RieNs does still have 1 Prowler to try and locate a player in this pit. Ideally, of course, they want to find Leaf, remove him from the map, and remove that pit's activation.
Trent going to pick up this rubble position, but Wo0t sees him coming. That's the op player down. Inside the pit is Jaw. Course over towards that stairs direction. Leaf is present. Here's MiniBoo steps up. Cut down. It's all about RieNs now. Has to give it a tap. Leaf very, very low, but RieNs also decaying down. What an ungodly flick. Pit comes down. RieNs was already low.
Up with Boo. 2 players that can take a shot and teleport away if they really need to. Not if they get hit by Salt Throne, though, and really don't have abilities.
Really similar to the Yoru double duelist comps, where you take both extremities and use the Yoru just to gate crash away from Mound. Same idea. JonahP that was extracted from A.
Yeah, I think that was just random spam. He was sending out some util through the smoke, trying to draw some attention. As the rest of the team work towards B, RieNs very well timed C, so he can escape, and then Wo0t opens the door.
With the weapon as well, he's got the Vandal, and it strikes true.
Here. I think he saw the indicator from the headshot through the box, so he kept spamming. Benji now on the proper angle, he sees the barrel. Oh, he's just gonna capture Jaw, that's devious.
There's no escape. Trent might try and break this cocoon up and realizes now the showstopper pop from MiniBoo. There is no way forward.
Oh, come on, man, that is ridiculous.
This is a hero rifle buy with some sheriffs mixed in. And the perfect use of those ultimates now. Heretics can lean back and lean into this round.
And Wo0t has just been chilling over at Mound. No reason to leave. Can teleport away whenever. Valyn
They're going to get all the guns for this.
Oh my god.
Getting the most with the least are Heretics. And Wo0t never had to give up that Mound position, but does over-push into Trent. Realizing now the spend might be worthwhile to get another gun out. RieNs the next to step up.
It's Boo we're talking. Yeah, 99% chances to just get out of their line, and I think it's very appropriate.
He is going to be suppressed here, having to back up on the site, so hard to get some of this util out. Did still get a dark cover into the choke.
Yeah, and Boo says it's retake time. MiniBoo's coming over, still has that nade. They've got the grab net. It's being synced up, but the nade, it goes a little bit too much to the left. Oh no.
Still though, waterfall control's been held by Heretics.
Yeah, Jaw just decides to walk forward into them and goes down. Takes a risk, trying to take some space.
This is to the wrong wolf inside of him. Special delivery holds Heretics at bay for a time. But off that paranoia, they might look to go for it. Here's MiniBoo. Pretty patient, trying to get forward. Ends up being a trade as he steps up. Jonah's taken down. Benji emerges. Hope for more, surely. The tour de force clatters to the ground as Leaf has only one more target to get through. And you better believe he's good for it.
Everything right, and it's not enough. They're going back to this fast A fight. Combination of the grab net and the nade, but do they know that Valyn is crossed? They want to fight out and support their omen.
Did you want to throw down here? That stinger gets Valyn deep in a rubble. Benji also down, so that stall util cut a little short.
And now Wo0t is pushed all the way out of C. He's going to meet up against Leaf, who's going to win this duel. Wo0t has the opportunity!
The movement from Leaf's too good.
He had the moment, he had the time to get the kill before Leaf even had his whereabouts, but that wasn't enough. And now this round should be as good as done. RieNs and Boo likely to just save now.
And honestly, it's just a moment where there's an overpush. On that C side of the map, we've seen Wo0t get aggressive. He's always had the rendezvous as a bit of a, a plug pull option, but there he was well out of its range. Leaf always good in those 1v1s on random extremities.
There's no way they're trying to go for this. The remaining three players have no money at all, but they're going in!
The timing for it too! Now Jaw and Valyn might be in trouble. Nightfall's going to cut straight through and onto the side. Valyn is set, tucked in the corner with the stinger. Jaw sitting in the back of the side, a slightly safer spot, but double down on Team Heretics. You cannot be serious. Valyn low, sees the Prowler come through and then realizes there's real follow-up behind it. Little swing, little flick now. It's all down to Boo. Needs a tap. Valyn with the classic in hand, and Boo is good for it.
There's just no way.
All right, collect ourselves for a moment. G2 definitely don't have much time to rest on their laurels. Big ping, a couple players got spotted out there by that horn, and Valyn deep, very, very deep with that TP. But it's a rubble fight, and it's got Heretics' name all over it. Trent and Leaf might be caught there, but they brought Benji down. 7 in the chamber, Boo only with 5 bullets. Heretics are gonna stand their ground as G2 are trying to weasel out of the situation. Viper, although drops, doesn't have the juice. Leaf and Trent now would love to sneak back into the fray, and Boo says, I'll have my third.
Finals as they did last year.
Jaw here, of course, in drift, sees it all. Wo0t rendezvous on out of there. Jaw pretty deep here in the side. He might look to stick it. Boo just cuts him down.
He's just ready. He has his back. And Wo0t, are you kidding?
That is where that came from. He'll be waiting for even more of this action. G2 get themselves up on Mound. What are the options? Bulldog and Phantom, 2v5. Heretics at their best. G2, frankly, in the doldrums. Dark cover dissipates. Wo0t knows what waits on the other side of it, but he'll play back for safety.
Yeah, low HP, in danger of the spam repost now that he has that rendezvous activated.
That smoke now refreshed means that the way is closed for G2.
And the home crowd knows that this is time.
A pivot to Beaver. benjyfishy will be waiting. Teeth bared. Lips licked. Waiting for that last morsel to be offered up as Valor needs to extricate himself from the net and simply step up. Decayed down briefly. Bombardee dealt with. And he knows his only option is to go forward. Suppressed W will walk into the sidelines of 3 Heretics players with Wo0t breathing down the back of his neck, one after another. And the